Hello, folks. Y'all know what time it is. It's time for y'all to put y'all TVs up, grab your popcorn, have a seat, because I am back after. It's been a week for me, right? Yeah, it's been a week for me. I'm back. And if you like the video, please like the video. And if you haven't yet, give us a subscribe. Because at the 200 mark, Lindsay's going to eat a Thai pepper. He didn't agree to that yet, but I'm just putting it out there.
Good luck.
All right, so this week we're talking about Olympics. The Olympics are going on. 2020. Is it called the 2020 Olympics or 2021 Olympics?
I think it's 2021.
Okay, 2021 Tokyo. Yeah, I don't even know.
Let me double check.
Yeah. No, you don't have to. It's cool.
No, it's 2020.
Okay, 2020 Tokyo Olympics. I think it's in Tokyo. I don't know.
Yeah.
We're gonna start off with what's your favorite event to watch in the games?
Water polo.
Water polo? Why water polo?
I don't know how they don't drown.
They tread water, my guy.
But when the dude's like grabbing you and pushing you down, trying to get the ball.
Yeah, I agree with that. You think they just have jets like at the bottom, just pushing them up?
No, these are freak athletes.
Yeah, I think water polo is like the most freakish athletes.
Because you're just treading water for so long.
On end.
Yeah.
Like, 'cause I can't swim.
Body fat is definitely like 2%.
I mean, just think about the core strength
Yeah.
that they like. That's insane.
And then to be able to like actually still throw the ball as hard as they throw.
And then
water.
swim and then tread water again.
All right, so yours water polo. What's yours?
I'm torn.
Well, you can pick both.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying I'm torn. I like diving, mainly because it's like it's a very interesting sport because of like how you get points, the like art of like having your body contort before you hit the water. I think is kind of dope. And then when they do like tandem jumps, I think that's more impressive. I've seen a lot of tandem jumps before, and I was like, whoa, like I don't understand how you don't break your neck, like just because I mean they come in hot, like it's not a lot of room and they fit in all those movements. So that I think that's one of them.
Oh, did you see the 13-year-old from China get 3 perfect dives in a row?
Yeah, no, he was sick. And then I think the other one is I like wrestling. I just think when they get up there, like you're either the best of the best or like you end up beating one of the best people that like won it in years past to get there. So like those are like the brightest lights for a wrestler. Like that's like their NBA, NFL.
Were you there when Kurt Angle won the gold medal with a broken freaking neck?
Yeah, he built different. His manufacturing is a little bit different than a normal person. Because I don't understand how you have a broken neck and mostly wrestling is a lot of neck.
Yeah, he was over there suplex. I never saw the film. I'm just.
All right, so then what's your favorite?
My favorite, I like so I'm torn like Z. I like watching the races, so it's like either a track race or a swim race, just because.
What about the canoe sprints?
No, I don't like watching those. Those are too long, I did watch it one time. Like, dude, those guys are just like literally, like they're like it's too in like nah. I like those because like I like the. Don't get me wrong, all the events are cool, but it's not being judged by a judge. You win on like just being like the best. To me, like that's how you win in a swim race. That's how you win in a track race. You're just better than the other person. And I also.
Faster.
Yeah, you're just faster than another person. And like to me it's like dramatic too because it's heading on and you're just watching the person either pull or catch it. And that's my favorite part. It's like somebody literally at the whole race this person's winning at the end. Like that's my favorite thing to watch.
Second win.
Yeah, so that's my favorite event. My favorite events to watch is all the races.
When people get snatched, it's amazing.
when their gold gets taken away from them to get silver.
So how do you feel if like someone gets tripped up by another person on a race?
See,
I think in group races, like long distance races, I think it's bound to happen, and it depends on again how often do you run in crowds.
Yeah.
Because like when you're trained that way, then you know how to run in that specific crowd. Because the reason why you run in crowds is to slow a specific runner down. Like I saw, I think this video, it was a past event of a girl like laid out, fell, and the person who won ended up tripping over everybody. And then she was just like, you know, she didn't like, you know, like cry or anything. She just got up and she said, yeah, y'all finna get got in this last 400. And when I tell you she passed every single woman, and it was impressive. Like, as everybody else was going what you thought was fast, and then she just yaga. So I think there's a place for being tripped up in a race, especially if it's like a distance race, because again, they're meant to run in packs. I think it's hilarious when when it's not a distance race or like a hurdle. I think that's like,
My thing about the hurdles is if you don't get over, you should be disqualified.
oh yeah.
But
Well,
like
yeah.
I've watched the race and the guy hit like 5 hurdles in the 400 and he took third still. But I'm like, bro, you hit like every hurdle. How are you allowed to continue?
So you could just like run and just push him over while you're going.
Yeah, you could technically, but I think you should be disqualified.
I would say I've seen a guy run and he put his foot on like the actual hurdle and in stride put it to the ground and kept going.
Yeah,
for
that's
everyone.
That's what I saw for the race.
Yeah,
like, from the race I was watching.
I think it takes skill to do that. Just because, I mean, if you've ever hit a hurdle, like, I don't know, I just don't know. They fly, like they go in different directions, and like I feel like if you hit a hurdle and it goes in someone else's lane, you should be penalized. If we're
But the fact that his went down straight down, he's good.
I think if it goes straight down, but yeah, because I saw this one video. A guy, I mean, he was like stunning for the camera. He was in lane 9. He's like, "It's my time," you know, showed his bling, points up to God and whatnot. And then they get down, you know, just set, and it's only like I think 110 meters. I mean, they're sprinting. He didn't even get over the first one. Like, I mean, full torso ate the first one. So, I think those events are fun to see people fail. So,
All right, pick an event that you yourself would like to compete in. Like you were not like you're yourself right now. Like you were just that man, you know, and that you top and you up there. What event would you like to see yourself in?
I want to do speed rock climbing.
Speed? That's the thing.
yeah.
I didn't know that was a thing.
That
Wow.
always looks dope. You just look like Spider-Man climbing up the wall. And just go whoosh, they hit the button, boom.
Really?
Yeah.
I
They
gotta
do it
watch
in,
it.
like,
I didn't know that
less
was a
than
thing.
10 seconds.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah.
It's intense because like there's a technique to where you're like slinging yourself to different rocks, and your grip strength has to be like
100.
more than the average person to hang on. And then if you slip, like people like can still slip and catch themselves and like
You had like the rope.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
Not
So
just
it's like
free
rock.
land,
Yeah, it's like rock climbing, but it's
but
in
with
the
speed
Olympics.
and height. Yeah.
Because I don't know if it was today or yesterday, this girl completely dusted the competition, but slipped and fell down.
Yeah.
And then didn't make it to the finals.
Damn, that's that nerve for you.
What about you, man? What you got? If you were that guy,
I always wanted to be a track star. I was always the fastest kid until I got to Rufus King. This guy ruined my dreams for me. He just ruined my dreams. I was like, yeah. Got to King. I was like, yeah, this is gonna be my thing. I'm gonna make it to the Olympics, you know. He had league dreams. I had Olympic dreams. But you know, he shattered my Olympic dreams. So
you just don't listen to advice, is all. And I wasn't even the fastest guy. We have Maurice S.
do we had
He was in our class.
Yeah, we had Maurice S. who was in our class, and then we had
The
Keyshawn.
Davises,
Yeah,
or the Keyshawn's, not the
the
Davises,
Keyshawns.
who were sick. So,
yeah.
and then we had Saquon too. I mean, he
Yeah.
was pretty fast when he was in shape.
I thought, like, honestly, because like I wanted to be a relay runner, you know, because that's what I always watched in the Olympics. I was like, I want to be a relay runner, right? I get to kick the relay runners. We just named off the 4 relay runners, and I was literally not in their league, not in their league at all.
Well,
So
I mean, it sucks when you're in their league and you blow your load in the finals at state. So
so
don't be that guy.
What about you?
To compete in, I mean, basketball would be the typical answer, but I think shooting. I think the shooting events are really cool.
like what's shooting?
Like
Shot put
archery or-
like
No, like when they're actually like
Oh.
shooting guns.
oh, okay.
Like I don't know how to pronounce the actual event. It's like the biathlon or beathlon. I looked it up. It's something BIA.
Spell it out. Know your ABCs.
Yeah. No, I think that event's dope because it's like, again, I saw a picture of a woman holding like, you know, a gun, and she's here, hand in pocket, looking super cool, shooting, hits it, wins gold and everything, and then it comes back and people are like critiquing the way she did it because they didn't know who she was because you know
Oh,
people
wait.
don't really watch.
So the competition, are they like seeing how many times they hit the target, or like they have to do like a trick with it to hit the target?
No, just
It's just
Oh.
it's
just-
you shooting.
it's like the
draw
target.
and
The
then-
target's like this big.
Oh,
Yeah.
is that big?
Yeah,
So
you-
it's
if you
how
wanna
many
get the-
it's how many can you get on target?
Dang, y'all watching all these events I didn't even know existed in the Olympics.
Yeah, no,
man.
she was sick, and to be that person, I think would be cool because then like I feel like you know a Keanu, you know, like in the movies, you know, that'd be dope.
You just see them taking a big breath.
Or Equalizer, have you seen him?
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah, like he's dope.
So if you were that man, you know, you're in that event, right? How would you feel that your family, you know, being down on the road with you, like, you know, the whole time you were competing, getting up there to this level, they were always there with you, and they're not allowed to be there. Like, how would you be able to react? And like, you get that adrenaline from the fans, and the fans aren't there either. Like, do you think you'll still be able to compete at a high level, or do you think it just like turns you down just a little bit,
I mean, if you are that man, I feel like you should compete at the high level no matter what.
no matter what?
But fans do play a big part in that adrenaline, the boost.
I mean, I'm gonna go opposite because I feel if I'm that man, right?
That man.
Um,
I like that term. We gonna bring that back a lot. The man. Damn it.
I am
if,
the
I, if,
man.
I'm that, if I'm that man, I think that it'll be like how the bubble was last year for basketball. Like, no one's here.
Yeah, and you saw how they were shooting threes, bro. Everybody were making threes.
You see what I'm saying?
Because
Like,
they was that man.
It's just like, so I think pressure's off because you don't have your family to disappoint. Like at the spot, you don't have anyone booing you or yelling when it's supposed to be quiet. Like, because there's some events that are supposed to physically be quiet, and you'll get people that are douches that, like, you know, just try to throw you off. And so I think it'll be like practice. Like, and if you can nail it in practice, you can nail it in the game. I think the only pressure that I would get from not having my family there, like to support me, like mentally, I would say is like having the letting down my country. Because again, like you are that man, they represent it. That's like Usain Bolt running the 100-meter and then falling at the 5 meters left, he falls and then someone else beats him. Like
Yeah.
no fans are here, so no one can be like, oh, but like, what did that do for your pride, your ego? You know, like, so.
So can like Team USA go watch Team USA right now?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Okay.
they can go there and watch each other, but there's no fans or family there, which sucks, you know. For me, I think it's like a little bit of both, you know. Like, I feel like being around all that competition will like raise up my competition because I'm like, oh shit, like I'm gonna actually have to try because everybody here they're good. They're not just like, oh, I'm good. Like, no, they're actually good. So that'll bring my level up. Like, but then again, I love the fans. I love the cheering. It's just so it might bring it. So it'll make me normal.
Yeah.
I'd treat it like a normal day, which I think will be bad in the Olympic setting.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, and see, I mean, I think for like your explanation, I think it depends on the event.
Yeah.
Because like, let's say again, it's a diving event, or even if it's a swimming event, all those starts are quiet.
Yep. Yep.
I think if it's basketball and like you saucing somebody up or you Vince Carter somebody, like,
And there's no reaction.
and you're like, man, this
Just
shit
like-
ass, like,
Oh, okay.
you know, or like let's say you break somebody's ankles, or like let's say you're Luka and like you're for the first time bringing your team all the way up. They didn't get all the way, but like
Yeah, they're in the
he's going to go
bronze
for a
medal.
bronze. But like think about him not having his fans or his family there. Like I think that could be because again, foreigners get up for the Olympics, whereas like us, we're like, oh, it's Olympic time. Oh, okay, hold on. So
All right, let's close the show with something that's been talked about a lot about athletes. So being in Olympic form, you've been training all your life. This is all you do every day, like ever since like school, like you're done with school, so you just train. What do you think is the hardest thing for an Olympic athlete? Or like any athlete, I'm just saying Olympic right now because they're top notch level. Like they have to train 16 hours a day and then they go to sleep and then they wake up and train again. Do you think it's the physical aspect or the mental aspect that's more difficult to deal with?
can it be both?
Yeah.
Yeah, it can be both. I'm just gonna say right now, Jay Gruds in the back, he said mental. Just letting the crowd
Like it
know.
is a big mental, like to get up and do it every single day without stopping. But then it's also a physical to have your body do that every single day without stopping.
Well, for me, the reason why I said mental is because like think
You
about
said
Kobe.
mental, not both.
No, I'm saying
Oh,
I said
okay.
both, but the reason why I'm saying mental first is because think about Kobe, right? How he was a practitioner of his sport. If someone said something to him, he only wanted to get better, and you can't say anything to Kobe or anything to Michael Jordan, to get them to where they're not going to work as hard as they can every single time. So I think that mental aspect of like finding that in Olympic athletes is hard, because again, there are some there are some aspects in athletes now that are like, oh, I pulled out for my mental health.
Which I think they should. They should be allowed to do it. Like, I hate the people who get mad that they pulled out for their mental health and they go, "Oh, you're such a big dude." No, one, they already made it to that level. They qualified, therefore they have nothing to prove. Like, yes, they can prove like they're the best in the world, but they're already up there. They're at least top 10. Yeah, top 10, top 5. They don't need to prove that they're top 1. Like, it's more. I care more about them being like mentally rested. Fuck the competitions. Like, yeah, it's fun, entertaining, and all, but I don't want an athlete to be in a bad mindset and then they go do their routine and then something fucks up.
Yeah, like they slip or something.
Yeah, and I mean, I know Naomi Osaka isn't necessarily like there, but like when she won like her world,
she was there. She got eliminated.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like when she was at the top of her game,
Yeah.
and she because I watched the Netflix series, and she was just like, she's like, I play like a robot. Like I'm physically doing the same motion and so it's like her mental was very like diminished, where she didn't show much personality. She was talking really monotone. Like she just everything was super robotic. And then the moment something bad happened or something that was technically out of her like realm of control, it shattered her. Where she started playing bad. So I think that aspect of what it can do for you physically is really like tarnishing. But I think physical too. And the reason why I say physical is because when I think physical, I think of all the rehabs I have to go through in order to keep my body up.
Yeah, the eating right, eating at the right time.
But think about if you're a lifter. Think about how much weight you're throwing around, and then think about the rehab, like the cupping, the dry needling, the stem, all of that, just to get your body ready for it. And I mean, the track athletes.
Yeah.
Think about how easy it is to pull a hamstring.
And a lot of them happen too.
And they have to run the event multiple times in the Olympics to get to the final round too. They're not just running
at max. At max,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
So that's why I think it's both, and I think it's to each his own. Which one you decide.
Leave a comment down below if you think it's a physical or mental aspect of the game, which you think is more rough for these athletes.
What's your favorite event?
And what's your favorite event? And if you that man, let us know.
#that man.
This is The Space. Peace.